Hello folks, and welcome back to Kerno EXP, and now for something completely different. Now, people that know me will know that I've got a passion for steam engines which goes back to when I was a young child. My granddad, who my son is named after, used to work for the GWR, Great Western Railway, or as we call it, God's Wonderful Railway. And he used to be, basically started off as a lab porter in Redruth Station, which is in Cornwall, and then he was sent over to the goods department at Drump Road, and he was there for many years. He stayed there for, I think it was 10-15 years, and then went to work for the water board, and then came back and then stayed with the goods department until he retired in 1986 or 7, I think it is. By that time he's virtually in charge of the yard. Now, as the years went on, it started off as GWR, and then it went to British Railways Western Region, and then the yard in its final years went to National Carriers, which is basically something to do with British Railways, but they had lorries and trucks, and they used to deliver all the parcels and fruit and veg and everything that went through Drump Road. You know, my granddad told me lots of tales about the yard, and it inspired me at a young age, probably about 5 or 6. So the passion for railways has always been with me, and I would like to say that I am part of a preserved railway here in Cornwall, which is the Houston Railway. You've probably seen a few videos on the channel about that. Now, this locomotive that I would like to review is the 040 Peckett Manchester Ship Canal number 11. Now, those of you that have been down to Houston will know that we've had a engine such as this Peckett on loan from the Somerset and Dorset Railway Trust, and it's due to go back because its ticket's out of date. Now, as the engine was there, I actually bought this particular engine. So here we go, folks, there's the engine. So this is just so we can have a look to see what is actually on in the box. So it's one of these here slidey ones, and it's got a bit of brief history on the back. I'm not going to bore you with all of that, but I will read the first bit. The Peckett W class was a classic late Victorian 4-coupled medium-range industrial saddle tank that comprised of 6 separate variations, from the W2 of 1884 to the W7 in 1938. Locomotives were built at the Atlas Engine Works at St George's, Bristol, Peckett and Sons Limited. Having taken over the business, established their Fox, Walker and Company in 1880. Very interesting, folk, and a very old design. So here's the case. This is called the ice box casing, as they call it. So we'll take it out. And we've got the original receipt here, which I bought it from Kerno Model Railway Centre in Camborne, and in here we've got the resurrections, as I call them. It tells you routine maintenance and all that jazz, and running in procedures. It shows you all the oiling positions and what have you, and there's a brief safety gizmos on the back there. So this engine, I've owned this engine for a few years now, and as I said, I bought it from the Kerno Model Railway Centre, and it cost me £92.69, and that was what year was it? 2016. So I've owned this engine for quite a while. So the usual packaging, you just slide this off like that, and then you release this bit just here like that, and there we have it. There is the engine. I haven't had it out the box for quite some time, so it's quite small, folks. I'll just get the torch so you can see it a little bit better. So it's a bit difficult because I don't want to damage it because it's so small, it's ridiculous. So there's the front end view, and we'll try and get some cab detail. It's a bit difficult. Can you see inside the cab? Can you? Well, I've worked on the real engine, and what I can tell you, folks, is this engine is very authentic. It shows all the correct detailing as the real engine. This engine has been run. There's no sprung buffers on this one, but the coupling rods are super. So we'll just get that in view. Magic. So if you're after a peckett, folks, this will be the engine for you. Now, my model railway, I like doing well, I'm interested in freight, basically, and the reason I bought it is because freight, and this engine, well, they use these engines at Falmouth docks as well, and there's one that's in a, well, shall we say, derelict condition at Poldark Tin Mine, and I think they want to try and cosmetically restore it, but I don't really know the situation with that. Now, down at Helston again, we do have another one like this, which is in the process of being restored. Maybe not right this minute, but a lot of work has been taking place on it, and it's William Murdoch. Now, those guys, those of you who know me really well, know that I'm from Redruth. William Murdoch is associated with Redruth because of the gas lights. So yeah, so that's a nice. So we will have a steam engine once William Murdoch is operational, which it'll be back. You know, I know it's not going to be any day soon, but it will be back in steam. And I just like to say that I have a model of one. So yeah, so there we are. So there you go, folks. So if you are into model railway, not everyone is, I must agree, not everybody is, but nice little addition to anyone's collection. There we are. So we'll go on to the next video now. So if you've enjoyed this little look at the 040 Peckett Hornby super detail steam engine, then have a look at Kernell Model Railway Centre, and mind you, there's other places around that does them as well. Right, so we'll see you on the next video. Cheers and gone.